Hi folks, and welcome to Animated LED Lighting. Today we're in the kitchen. Why? Because we're doing our famous chocolate covered strawberry shot glasses. Why are we doing shot glasses? Well, Animated LED Lighting now has a new product for displaying your shot glasses. This mounts to the wall and lights up from underneath the shot glasses to display your shot glass. But it also acts as a serving tray for, say, chocolate covered strawberry shot glasses. Stick with us and we'll show you how we do it. Next we want to prepare the strawberries. So basically just grab your strawberry. Let's grab this one. This one looks a little bit more round at the top. And just pluck off all the leaves at the top. And basically you want to go in at an angle from the top and just cut like a pointed top off of the strawberry. And once you get all of that out, then you can go back in and you can go ahead and like open it up a little bit more, go a little straighter down, and just go around the edges and carve it up, scrape out a little bit more. Once you do that, you can pluck out the rest of them, and that way you've got a nice even cavity. And then you go to the bottom and just take a little bit off the bottom. You don't want to take too much because then it'll leak out, but that way it'll stand up all by itself. So when you dip it into the chocolate, it'll stand up, and then the chocolate will flow down and create its own base. So let's do that again. We're gonna go, let's see, which one do we want to use? Let's use this one. Basically you pluck off the top so you can see it better, and then right around where the crown is, you want to try to go in at an angle, and just take your paring knife and go slowly and just turn the strawberry. And once you pluck that out, it's kind of at a tapered angle, and that gives you a chance to get inside, and you can go in a little deeper at a steeper angle and try to carve out the rest of the strawberry. That way it'll give you a bigger cavity for the shot glass. And then of course you go ahead and you just take a little bit off the bottom, not a lot, because you don't want it to leak out the bottom. So you just need a little bit off the bottom and then set it up. And if it's a little bit off, you can go back in and shave it a little better so it sits flat. And that gives you your strawberries. Next we'll do the chocolate, and we'll go over to the stove. Basically I just bought some chocolate from the grocery store. Easy enough. You can melt these in the microwave, but I like to use a double boiler. It makes it a little easier, and it gives me a little bit more control over it. And once I get it heated, I can just take my time and go one at a time, get them all done. So we'll just pour these in, turn the heat on, and let it warm up. But we turn it on low. Don't turn it on too high. You'll burn it. It's got to come up real slow. So for this, probably turn it up to just a little bit medium low and just let it go. It'll take 15 minutes, but don't worry about it. Pour in the whole container and just let it go. It's a little warm out today, and I think they make them a little soft already. So give that about 15 minutes, and while you're doing that, you can prepare the rest of the strawberries. We'll keep an eye on that. Alright, you want to use some kind of a spatula and just kind of keep stirring these a little bit. You can see they're starting to melt, but they're not quite there yet. But you got to bring them up slow, because if you bring them up too fast, they'll go past their melting point and you'll ruin the chocolate. One more little tip is make sure that after you wash your strawberries, you dry them with paper towels, because it only takes one drop of water to ruin an entire batch of chocolate. So we'll just keep this going and slowly heat this up, and as soon as we're ready, we'll show you how to go. The strawberries are all set, and we're still waiting for the chocolate to heat up. So what I normally do is I take these little, they're really small, cupcake tins, but they're like candies. So you just take a few of those and put them around a circular dish so that they'll stand up next to each other and help to hold each other up while the chocolate sets. I'll take these, a couple of different sets of these, and put them in the refrigerator once we get them coated, and that should make it all set. So get your stuff ready for it, because you won't have a lot of time once you put the chocolate on. So once you get the chocolate in there, you want to set these, stand these up and get them moving. Maybe I can't do that one. Alright, we'll do that next, and let's check on our chocolate. Okay, we're just about at the right temperature here, it looks like. And one of the things I want to show you real quick is the water underneath is just barely steaming. You don't want it boiling because that's way too hot. But you just get this going, get this to the right consistency, and when you're just about there, I usually turn the temperature down a little bit so it doesn't keep going. I'll take my little spoon, I'll take my strawberry, and we'll dip it in. And these things are huge, so we got plenty to go on that one. And just put it in the tin foils and let them sit. And if you have a little extra chocolate on them, that's okay, because that will help fill in around the strawberry in the cup, in the little cups we put these in, so that will give it a nice solid base and it won't likely fall over on you. But it's pretty much simple to do. I've been doing this for a long time, and they're always a big party favor hit for 4th of July barbecues or Memorial Day even. I think it's more 4th of July because of the June time frame for strawberries up here in New England. And that seems to work. And I might have to stir it again, so don't be surprised. You want to keep up with the chocolate so you don't lose it. It doesn't go overheating. It doesn't overheat on you. So we'll stir it up a little bit. Make sure we're keeping everything even. And it's just a nice, smooth, milky chocolate. It's perfect. Almost want to dip your finger in it, but trust me, don't. I've done it. It is a little hot. I'll take this one. Now they start getting a little smaller. I've taken most of the bigger ones, so you gotta be careful with your fingers. You don't want to get it all over you. Of course, licking chocolate off of your fingers is not a bad thing. Come on. It also tends to suck the strawberry in a little bit, so you're gonna work with your fingers a little bit. And I got a spoon here just in case. Alrighty, that is all the shot glasses we have. But we still got plenty of chocolate, so I'm just going to grab one more strawberry here. And no top, haven't taken anything off of it. In fact, I didn't even cut the bottom, so that's going to have to lean up against the side. And that's that. And this is how they look once we put them in the dishes. Just kind of set them up there. That way they'll set and stand right in the little cups we made. So then we'll put these in the refrigerator for about a half an hour, and we'll be right back. So there you have it. That's how we do it. And when you're all done, you get a tray full of chocolate covered strawberries filled with whatever you like. We typically fill them with vanilla vodka, maybe some peach tree schnapps, or even some amaretto for the nutty flavor. Fill them with whatever you like, leave them in the refrigerator for a while, make sure they harden up on the base, and it's a great little party favor. If you'd like to get one of the shot glass shelves, the serving trays, go on www.animatedledlighting.com, and you can get them in Etsy, in our shop in Etsy, or in Amazon.com. We're available there as well. So check them out. Follow us on Facebook and follow us on YouTube. Thanks.